Hello there, I'm Alex, and these are my three handsome business partners and pals, Tom and Jansen. So we're just three normal dudes, right, from the UK that love building e-commerce brands. And I know everyone tries to say this, but we're not your typical online gurus. You're never going to see us driving a Lambo or flexing a Rolex. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're going to be able to get rich in the next 3 months if you just buy my course. But what I'm going to do is talk to you about why I believe there's never been a better time to start your own e-commerce brand. And I'm going to show you the system that we've created that makes selling on Amazon and starting your own brand easier and more profitable than it's ever been. So we've been Amazon sellers, right, for over 6 years, and we've got brands doing over $3 million a year in revenue and 6 figures in profit. And we've also helped tons of people launch successful brands on Amazon in our community, Honest FBA. People like George, who started with just $5,000 and absolutely no experience, who now has a brand doing over $100,000 a month in sales and $20,000 in profit. And people like Evan, who came to us after being stung by one of those dodgy Amazon automation companies. He's now built a successful brand in the outdoors niche, who's also just hit over $20,000 in profit in a single month.
Did a little over 20,000 in net profit for that month.
And we've also got people in our community like Ben, Max, and Joe, who've grown their brands to the point where they've been able to sell them for 6 and even 7 figures. And they've done that because one of the major advantages of building a brand is that, as well as building a second income stream, is that over time, your brand becomes an asset that you can actually go on and sell. You don't have that same advantage with other e-commerce models like drop shipping or online arbitrage. So there's no argument, right, that Amazon FBA is an incredible business model if you're serious about building a legit brand that you could potentially go on and sell one day. And it's fair to say that selling on Amazon has changed our lives and our community members' lives. With all that being said, right, I'm here to tell you that the old way of selling on Amazon is pretty much dead. And anyone telling you otherwise is either a bit clueless or they're purposely misleading you. But I'm also here to say, right, that it's not all doom and gloom. And the future of selling on Amazon, in my opinion, has actually never been brighter. Because if you zoom out, right, and you forget about Amazon for a second, e-commerce as a whole is absolutely booming. It's expected to hit $74 trillion a year by the year 2034. I genuinely don't even know what $1 trillion is. So even now, with so many people shopping online, e-commerce only represents 16% of all retail sales. So that shows you the insane amount of growth for online shopping that's still to come. And the daddy of e-commerce is still Amazon, with over 70% of US households having an Amazon Prime account. So we all know Amazon FBA is an incredible business model, especially if you're a beginner and you're looking to get into e-commerce. It's the simplest, the easiest, and the most straightforward way as a beginner to start an online brand without having to worry about shipping products or storing stuff in a warehouse. And as I said, it's allowed us and hundreds of our members to build successful brands literally from our laptops. And the best thing about Amazon FBA is how simple it is. You create and brand your own products, you ship them to Amazon's fulfillment centers that are all around the world, and then you just kind of sit back and you watch the sales roll in. You don't need a warehouse, you don't need staff. You can literally build a 6, 7, or even 8-figure business from your laptop from anywhere in the world. But times have changed. Being just an Amazon seller is no longer enough. Getting your products to appear on the first page of Amazon, it's expensive. Competing against Chinese sellers is really tough, and niches on Amazon are genuinely getting more and more saturated. But what if I told you that you didn't need to worry about expensive advertising? What if you didn't need to worry about competing against Chinese sellers? What if it didn't matter how competitive or saturated Amazon FBA got, that you could still make really great money and grow a successful brand? And what if instead of competing with other sellers on price, you could be more expensive and actually have higher profit margins? And what if you had people on and off of Amazon searching directly for your brand and your products every single day? Now, look, I know that might sound too good to be true, but hear me out. See, there's a system that we've developed over time with our own brands and that we're teaching all of our community members. And it makes all of these problems faced by Amazon sellers go away. And it's a very similar type of strategy that the biggest brands in the world are using right now. Brands like Create, which has become one of the leading creatine gummy brands on Amazon. Which is one of the most competitive niches that you could go into. So this brand is only 2 years old. And what's crazy is they're actually twice as expensive as the other creatine gummy brands on Amazon. And yet they're doing over $600,000 a month in sales. And guess what else? They've got tens of thousands of people searching specifically for their brand every single month. And as you can probably tell, right, they're not losing any sleep over Chinese competition or how saturated the creatine gummy niche is. And that's because they're using the same system that we use for our own brands. All right, so what exactly is this system? It's what we like to call the Halo flywheel system. So we don't just sell our products on Amazon. We sell our products across multiple channels, and we take advantage of something called the Halo effect, which I'm going to cover in a little bit. So these channels are Amazon, Shopify, and TikTok. And this means, right, that just like Create, we don't really have to worry about new competition that arrives on Amazon. We've got a huge edge against all the other sellers. And this is exactly what we've been doing with our brand. So this system has allowed us to charge higher prices, increase our profit margins, and make our brands even more valuable for when we come to sell them. And it's exactly what one of our Honest FBA members, Ben, did with his brand. It's allowed him to scale to over 7 figures across Amazon and Shopify.
It's going to close, well north of 1.5 mil.
And you might be thinking, right, this sounds really complicated, but honestly, it's not. Sure, it's going to take a little bit of time to learn and practice the fundamentals, but once you do this, it actually makes selling on Amazon 100 times easier. You've no longer really got to compete with Chinese sellers. You're no longer just relying on Amazon advertising to be shown to customers, which gets more and more expensive every year. You're building a real brand that has real brand awareness, repeat customers, and diversification. And guess what else? It's going to massively increase the value of your brand. So if you go to a website like Empire Flippers, you can see a ton of Amazon brands for sale. But guess what's going to get you a much higher valuation on your brand? Guess what's going to make it 10 times easier to actually sell it? Having repeat customers, brand awareness, and sales coming from more than just Amazon. So let's have a look at how other gurus are teaching people to build brands on Amazon and why I believe it's a recipe for disaster. So first of all, you source your product, usually in China. You send it to Amazon and then you run some advertising to make some sales. So you get some orders, and if you're lucky, you might start to appear on the front page pretty quickly. After a few months, you start making a profit, and if you've done things right, maybe your product can stay there and make money for a few years. We've still got a product that we launched 4 years ago for just $3,000, and it's made us 6 figures in profit, and it still actually makes money today, which sounds pretty good, right? But if you adopt this old school Amazon strategy today, you can definitely still make money in the short to medium term. But over the long run, your brand and your product are going to be at the mercy of the rising Amazon fees, increasing ad costs, and more Chinese sellers launching at rock bottom prices. You'll be running a brand that's missing what our Halo flywheel system provides: higher margins, real value, and longevity. So let's have a look right at how our Halo flywheel system works. It's always a bit of a struggle to say that. And how it actually increases your brand's margins and longevity, and it makes selling on Amazon 100 times easier. So first up, you are still going to be launching your product on Amazon to take advantage of the insane levels of traffic that the website gets every single day. And you're going to be using their fulfillment system that takes care of all the packaging and the posting of your products to the customer. Amazon is still the core of our system, but you're also going to be supercharging your sales and your visibility by using and combining Amazon with TikTok and Shopify. So let's have a look first how we're going to leverage TikTok. So unless you've been living under a rock, you'll have seen that TikTok has really changed the e-commerce game. So anybody can now pick up the phone, record a video about any topic they want, and provided that the video is engaging, it can get millions of views without you having to spend a dime on ads. And in late 2023, TikTok launched TikTok Shop, which is basically TikTok's inbuilt version of Amazon, where you can literally buy any product that's being talked about in a TikTok video in just a few clicks. If you see a video with a little orange button in the corner, that means you can buy the product that's being talked about in that video. So as part of our Halo flywheel system, once you've listed your product on Amazon, you're going to be adding it on TikTok Shop. And then you'll be getting content creators to talk about your product on TikTok to drive sales for your brand. Now you might be asking, who are these content creators and how am I going to find them? Well, we're going to take care of that for you. So last year we launched a community called Honest Creators, which is aimed at people who want to learn how to create content and make money going viral talking about products on TikTok. We've now got over 200 trained content creators in our community that generated hundreds of thousands of dollars and pounds for the brands that they've been promoting. Now, they all understand how to go viral when talking about a product, and we're going to give you direct access to all of these creators. So let's imagine you choose to launch a pet supplement brand on Amazon. Before our system, to get sales, you'd be reliant on shoppers logging into Amazon and actively searching for your product. But now you're going to have an army of content creators to talk about your product on TikTok. And on top of that, you can also create viral videos yourself. And those videos can get millions of views, driving awareness, and most importantly, sales for your brand and your products. And all of this, right, without having to pay a penny in ads or worry about what the competition is doing on Amazon. Next up, the final part of the Halo flywheel system is Shopify. So Shopify is the biggest e-com platform that allows anyone to easily set up a shop and sell their own products on their own website. Over $250 billion is spent every single year on Shopify. And here's how it fits into the Halo flywheel system. So you're going to build a beautiful Shopify store, and then you're going to create engaging video ads, or you're even going to reuse your best performing TikTok shop videos and run them on Facebook and Instagram. So people will see those ads and come direct to your Shopify store and buy directly from you. And two of the major advantages of this is that unlike when you make a sale on Amazon, if you get a sale on Shopify, First of all, you don't pay any commission to Amazon. And secondly, you get access to all of the customer information. So you get their mobile phone number, you get their address, and most importantly, you get their email address. So this means that you can then use that information to remarket to these customers for free. But the benefits of being on Shopify and TikTok, they don't stop there. Once you start running ads to your Shopify store, and once you start making videos either yourself or getting content creators to upload videos on TikTok, you're gonna see what we call the halo effect. So people see those ads and videos and they either buy from your store or they go to Amazon and search directly for your brand, which Amazon absolutely loves and rewards you massively for. So when we first started using our Halo flywheel system, we saw a 1,300% increase in people searching for our brand on Amazon. And that meant that our profit margins increased, and Amazon rewarded us for sending all of that external traffic their way by boosting our organic rankings and giving us the best seller badges. So we're now making more money than we ever did before, and it's actually easier than when we just sold on Amazon. And this is why our Halo flywheel system is so powerful. You're no longer just an Amazon seller. You've got a real brand that leverages the best parts of Amazon, TikTok, and Shopify. You're combining the best bits of every e-commerce model into the perfect brand building system. And this is how you build brands that have got higher profit margins and they're not being forced to compete just on Amazon, battling with the rising fees, rising ad costs, and Chinese sellers. So if you made it this far in the video, right, I assume that you're pretty excited at the idea of using our system to launch your own brand. And honestly, you've got two choices. You could go away and try and work out how to implement all of this stuff yourself. So just like when you sign up to a gym, right, you can go and do your own workouts without any guidance. Or you can hire a personal trainer who helps you know exactly what you should be doing, tells you all of the mistakes that you need to avoid, gives you feedback so you don't hurt yourself, and who keeps you accountable, and who basically gets you the results 10 times faster. And that's where the Honest FBA community comes in. We're like your own e-commerce personal trainer. So we've developed a step-by-step blueprint to help complete beginners go from zero to launching their own brand in a matter of months. And as a member of the community, we'll teach you everything that you need to know to build a successful brand using the Halo flywheel system. We'll show you under the hood of our own brands, what we sell, how we sell it, how we found the products, and how we're scaling to 8 figures and eventually selling the brand. We'll also help you find the perfect product to launch on Amazon, Shopify, and TikTok. So instead of spending months going round and round in circles, we'll teach you the simple step-by-step system to finding the perfect product and niche for you. We'll also give you direct feedback and check all of your product ideas before you move forward with them so you don't waste time and money launching something that's not gonna work. We'll then help you build a beautiful looking brand that helps you stand out from the crowd. We'll teach you how to leverage AI to create brands that look like nothing else on the market. And we'll teach you how to source products from legit manufacturers at the best prices. And then we'll show you how to make your own viral videos that can drive sales that don't cost you a penny. And once your products are live, you can use our community of over 200 content creators to create viral videos for your brand. You're gonna get support right at every step of the way, which is gonna save you thousands and thousands in mistakes and help you move 10 times faster. So I could sit here all day talking about how amazing our community is. But if you're still watching and you're interested in working with us, what you should do is book a free discovery call with us below. On the call, we'll answer any questions you've got about building a brand or using our Halo flywheel system, and we'll go into exactly how our program and the community works. So we don't let absolutely anybody into the Honest FBA community. You've got to be somebody that's willing to put in the work and somebody that we genuinely think is a good fit and they're going to contribute in a positive way to the community and make it a better place for everybody. So click below, get your free discovery call booked in, and hopefully I'll see you on the inside of the community.